Hello everyone and welcome to the class. How are you? Today we are going to start a new content from page 64. Okay, so this is the page 64. Yes, so we are in Unit 3, Lesson number 7. Okay, so we have some new contents today. So they are to reckon, a factory, immediate, gripping, to use up, reality, to escape, an escape, to sound like, to look like, to take over, took over, taken over. Alright, so this is our new content for today. The first word we have is to reckon. Well, to reckon is a verb which means to think or believe something. So it's a synonym for thinking or believing something. So for example, you can say, I think it's going to rain. You can replace the think with the word reckon and it's the same meaning. So I think it's going to rain. You could say, I reckon it's going to rain. Okay? So to reckon, it means to believe or think something. Okay? So I think she's very rich. I believe she's very rich. We could also say, I reckon she's very rich. Okay? So it's a synonym for thinking or believing in something. Yes? So we can replace think or believe with the word reckon and it would be the same meaning. Yes? So for example, I reckon it's going to rain. I reckon she's very rich. I reckon we are in hard times nowadays, and etc. The next word we have is a factory. I think you probably know what a factory is. It's kind of similar to Portuguese, the word, yes. A factory is a place that produces things into big scales, mass scales, okay? So we have a car factory. It's a place that produces cars. We have food factories. They produce food. And so on. We have a lot of factories, yes? They produce all sorts of things and they produce in large scales. Then we have the word immediate, which is very similar to Portuguese, yes? It means right now, something that happens right now, so it's immediate, okay? So for example, I can say, come here right now. I could also say, come here immediately, okay? So immediate is something that happens in the moment, right now, so it's immediate, okay? So come here immediately, come here at right this moment. So this is immediate, it means right now. Then we have the word gripping. We use gripping to talk about things that hold our attention. Yes, so we could use gripping for movies or TV series, for example. So recently I watched a very gripping TV series called Hollywood because it caught my attention and I really liked it and I paid a lot of attention to this series. So they were gripping, okay? To grip is the act of holding something. So it makes sense that when we talk about things that catch our attention, we can use gripping because it holds our attention. So for example, video games are very gripping because they catch our attention a lot. So we are very focused on that. We are enjoying doing that thing. For example, playing video games or watching TV series, watching movies. Yes? So these are gripping things. Then we have to use up. To use up is to finish a supply of something. So, for example, I bought some toilet paper, but I already used up everything. So I finished the stock I had. Yes. So I bought some milk, but I already used up everything. So it's to finish a supply of something. Okay. This is to use up. You use everything until there is nothing left. So you use everything. Okay. You can use to use up for everything, basically. You use up all your food that you bought. You use up all your toilet paper, for example. Okay. So this is to use up, is to use everything until there is nothing left. Then we have reality. Well, reality, it's kind of similar, yes, to Portuguese. Reality is the opposite of fantasy. So reality is everything that it's in our lives, okay? Our lives, it's reality because it's real and we are living it. But Game of Thrones, it's not reality, it's fantasy. Okay, so reality is everything that is real, everything that we live, our lives are real. Okay, but movies, for example, fantasy movies, the Chronicles of Narnia, Harry Potter, they are not reality, they are fantasy. Okay, so reality is the opposite of fantasy. Then we have to escape. Well, to escape, you probably heard, yes, it's very similar to Portuguese as well. To escape is to run away from something. So, for example, there is a person that wants to kill you, and you have to escape this person, yes, because you don't want to get killed, so you're going to run away from this person, and you're going to escape, yes? If you rob a bank, for example, those terrible examples, if you rob a bank, you have to escape the police, yes? So to escape is to run away from something. The next word we have is an escape, which is a thing in itself. We can talk about escapes like hobbies we have in order to escape our reality, okay? To escape, you don't have to necessarily be in danger to escape something. For example, you don't have to be running away from the police or from a killer or from a monster to escape. You can also escape your reality. So to escape reality, an escape would be playing video games, watching TV series, reading books. Those are all escapes from our reality, okay? I think nowadays we are enjoying a lot of escapes. Yes, we have a lot of escapes in our life. We can stay in our cell phones, we can stay in our computers, we can watch TV series, we can play video games. So those are all escapes from reality. Okay, it's a little break from reality. That's an escape. The next words we have is to sound like and to look like. So to sound like and to look like, in Portuguese we would call them like soar como e parecer com, parecer como alguma coisa. Okay, so to sound like, you hear my voice and then you can say you sound like a woman, or you sound like a famous character or something like that. So to sound like, you hear and you have an idea. So for example, this sound like rain. This sounds like rain. Okay, this sounds like wind. I can't see it, but I can hear it. I can hear the sound of the wind. This sounds like wind. Okay, so to sound like in Portuguese it would be soar como alguma coisa. Yes. Then we have to look like, which is similar, but instead of hearing, you see something, okay? So to look like is parecer com ou com alguma coisa, yes? Parecer como. So I can say you look like a famous actor, okay? Because it's parecer com, okay? Então você se parece com um ator famoso. You look like a famous actor. You have the face, your face is similar to a certain actor, okay? This looks like a book. This has the appearance of a book. So to look like is to have the appearance of something, okay? So you look like a famous actor, this looks like a book, this looks like a computer. It has the appearance of something, yes? Same thing with to sound like. The sound reminds you of something, okay? So you hear a female voice. Oh, this sounds like a woman, okay? So this is to sound like and to look like. The last word we have is to take over. To take over is to take control of something. Okay, so let's take, for example, the French Revolution, where the people took over the government. Yes, and they decapitated a lot of people. So to take over is to take control of something. Yes? So this is our words, okay? Here we have them. And now let's go to the let's repeat, okay? I reckon that the most gripping TV series is La Casa de Papel. In the new reality show, people try to escape from a haunted house. The factory should use up the product immediately. The students took over the class today. She sounds like that famous actress. She should try to go on TV. That big house next to the butcher's looked like my friend's house. Okay, this is the let's repeat. Let's go to the let's practice now. Who reckons that Chinese will be the most important language in the future? Do we sometimes go to the beach or to the mountains to escape from reality? Shall we use up the popcorn and watch a film? Is that our friend Marcos? Do you reckon that reality shows are a thing of the past? Why do people like to watch reality shows such as Big Brother? Would life in a factory be a gripping reality show? What was the reason for Mr. Clark taking over What was the reason for Mr. Clark taking over Francesca's business? What did the prince say to the princess in the film? Is it easy to escape from a prison? What kind of factories do you have in your city? Have you watched any gripping series recently? What does his new song sound like? Okay, so this is our let's practice. Let's go back a little and I'm going to give the answers and then you ask me the questions, okay? Some researchers reckon that Chinese will be the most important language in the future. Yes, we sometimes go to the beach or to the mountains to escape from reality. Yes, let's use up the popcorn and watch a film. No, that isn't our friend Marcus, but that man looks like him. Yes, I reckon the reality shows are a thing of the past. People like to watch reality shows such as Big Brother because they like to escape from their own reality by watching it. No, life in a factory wouldn't be a gripping reality show. The reason for Mr. Clark taking over Francesca's business was because she wanted to sell it so she could move abroad. The prince said to the princess in the film that she should get on the train immediately so she could escape. No, it isn't easy to escape from prison. We have chocolate factories in our city. Yes, I have watched the gripping series recently. It's called Hollywood. His new song sounds like the British band Coldplay. Alright, so this is the new content from page 64. We have a student here in the corner, okay? So it's about gripping TV series that you have watched recently or that you really like. So I will ask you guys to prepare to talk about this subject in the next live, okay? So we are going to talk about gripping TV series, all right? So get ready, choose your favorite TV series and the reason why you think it's very gripping, okay? So that's it for today. We had the new content from page 64. Yes, we have to reckon, a factory, immediate, gripping, to use up, reality, to escape, an escape, to sound like, to look like, to take over. Yes, so these were all the new words we had. Pretty simple, yes. I don't think there were any doubts or secrets about this. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.